Bro, the powers that be are against us today. So yeah, anyways, I'm gonna try to recreate it just to make it doable again. I really liked what I was saying in the episode. So this won't really be fresh on the mind, I guess, but it was fresh on the mind this rising. Hopefully I never have to do this again. So yeah, pretty simple. I was talking about what you put into things is what you get out of things, right? And so some of y'all have heard like a very famous quote by me in the live streams. That is my quote. Yes, that is my quote. I was on the phone doing a consultation call with J-Rod, just running on a dream. Had to make sure it was still on. Just running on a dream, and it was a consultation call about his career and, future endeavors and things like that. And I remember telling him, I said, look, bro, whatever you put into it is what you're going to get out of it. The energy you put into something and the craft you put into something is what you're going to get out. Don't focus on the money side of things, because money will be there regardless if the value is there. So if you focus on money, you'll never achieve it. If you focus on the craft and the energy behind it, you'll always receive it, right? It was like, boom, holy, that's huge. That's huge because, you have people who focus on money and chase money, but they don't focus on the actual craft that they're delivering, the actual value that they're delivering. If you have no value in your craft, who's going to want to buy it? You see what I'm saying? So it's pretty simple. Like, the energy you put into something is what you're going to get out. And that goes with anything. That's not just with money. All right? Whoa. That's not just with money. That's with your career. That's with your relationships. That's with your family. That's with your, God. That's with anything you put your time or spirit or soul into, what you're going to get out, right? So keep that in mind with any way that you work. So if you want to be taken as a joke all the time. If you want to be taken serious, be a little bit more serious. But if you want to be able to joke later on, don't be so serious. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of a play on things. I get it. But you have to be very mindful of who you want to be and who you want to be perceived as. Because not all the time is who you're trying to be is what is going to be perceived, right? Man, I wish this freaking vlog from this morning was good to go, bro. It was so much better than this. But hey, as long as I'm here, I'm showing up, I'm consistent. This is day number 7. At day number 10, we're going to start releasing these vlogs. Bro, I'm telling you, that fresh on the mind is different. That fresh on the mind is just a flow state. But yeah, all in all, it's like, just really handle things how you want it to be perceived. So when you send someone something and you want them to take it serious because it's a serious moment for you, or you really need some support, or you really need some help, but you've been trolling people and you've been joking around this whole time, right? This whole time it's just been jokes, straight jokes. How do you expect that person to actually support you? How do you expect that person, or any people in general who see you acting that way, acting as such, turn around and ask for that help and support? It just, in my mind, it's not going to happen. And that kind of goes into whatever you do think will be, right? So if you believe it, it will happen, whether that be good or bad. Now, what I was saying earlier, that's right. So what I was saying earlier was, you have actions. This was the fucking juice, bro. You have actions that cause reactions that end up with consequences, right? So the action that you put in is going to get a reaction, and then that reaction is going to get a consequence. So think of it like this, right? 1 + 2 equals, right, 3. So when you have 1 put together with 2, it equals 3. So when you do x1 and then you combine that with the reaction of 2, it equals the consequence. So like, if you get in trouble with something and you get caught, now you have to deal with court legalities or whatever, right? That's just the way my mind, connects to the action, reaction, consequence. Okay, I'm a delinquent, all right? But think of that in any way, shape, or form of anything you do in life. One action can cause a reaction that you don't want to deal with the consequence, good or bad, because consequences aren't always bad. Consequence is a misused word all the time, creating a negative, aura around it, if you will. Whereas consequence can mean something good. It's just a consequence. Like, what? I'm on that phone. But whatever the consequence, the definition of consequence is, I'm sure it doesn't just mean one negative thing. I'm sure it doesn't just tailor towards the negative side of things, right? I'm sure it kind of represents, I don't know exactly what the definition is, but my definition would be it represents like the outcome of the action and reaction. Not the outcome, but more so what you have to deal with afterwards. So when you joke around too much, and that's your action, and then you want something or someone to support you on a more serious level, and that's your reaction, now you have to deal with the consequence of them not supporting you, or not taking you serious, or not wanting to be active with you because of the fact of why. All you've done is joke, and all they've seen you do is troll. Now, this was fresh on the mind this rising. Now what's fresh on the mind is just staying active and making sure that you rush through certain things. Don't drag your feet. You know what I mean? I'm kind of drug my feet today, getting ready, getting going, and now I'm kind of like wanting to kick myself in the butt, right? Always got to keep it PG for TikTok. Let's go. But I did this crazy arm blasting workout, bro. Like crazy arm blasting workout. And yeah, it was like 1,000 reps or some shit. It's crazy. But now I'm at Macy's. I'm gonna go get some beef jerky so I can hurry and eat that down, and then get a hydration drink. I'm gonna get showered as fast as I possibly can, get changed as fast as I possibly can, and we're jumping straight on the live stream today. So with that being said, I really appreciate everybody who comes through and supports me in the live stream. Like, I did not expect the live stream to get to the point that it is at as quickly as it has been, essentially, because I did live streaming for almost 2 years on Twitch, and man, it did not really work out. And then as soon as I got on TikTok, like, that community really put together and supports me still to this day of what we do. So I'm very grateful for each of you who have found me on TikTok and still continue to support me, and found me over here as well, or come this way from TikTok to support me here. Like, it means more than you guys know. I'm very, very appreciative. So again, before I go, I want you guys to drop a comment in the comments of what is fresh on your mind, right? If you've watched this far and you're at this point, please drop a comment saying what's fresh on your mind in the day. And I want to talk about it. Once a week, I'm going to pick a comment from the comment section of what is fresh on the mind, and we're going to elaborate and we're going to go through it, and I'm going to give my insight of what that essentially means to me, right? To me, all I can do is speak from my experience. All I can do is speak from my understanding. So appreciate you guys for coming through. We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace and love. Keep it fresh on the mind.